Hey guys, it's Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin, and today we have a few things to talk about. It might be heavy, so make sure you sit down and grab a nice smoke before we start.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
Hey guys, today we have a few things here and there I want to address. At the same time, we talk about cigars and do a giveaway sometime in between now and then. So, lots of things going on. But I am burning to death, so I'm gonna close the heater. Alright, so now the heater is off, and let's talk about things. First, we have Jason here, we have William, we have Tyler Camp. I hope your surgery and everything went well and recovery is good. We have the Benjamin, the Panda, is here. And that's pretty much it right now. So, it's kind of cool because today the chat system is working. Amazingly, chat system is working. But I'm kind of skeptical because it's I had to install like a new program for this thing to run, and because I installed a new program, my computer actually crashed right before this. I was thinking that I wouldn't be able to make it on time because all the things going crazy. So hi Polly, and Polysticks and Logan Macmillan. Also have Matthews here, and we have Matinga Maya. So, oh yeah, this thing is super sweet. My wife wasn't lying. So hey, Bob is here too. Bob, as you can see, the Saka Squatch is here, even though it's kind of covered by the chat system, but he's here. Finally got it. And as a celebration, today we'll be smoking Sobremesa, and we'll be giving away a few sticks too. So sometime later this chat, we'll make that happen. And first, let's light one up. Hey, fresh out of the hospital. What did you do? What happened, Chris? What's going on? Fresh out of the hospital. What did you do to yourself? So today we'll be smoking this, the Sobremesa Corona Grande. It's like a longer version of Corona, but this is the type I like. I like small stuff, so small stuff is good for me. Hey Joseph. Yeah, yesterday I was debating whether or not to do a Facebook Live because yesterday was kind of it's stressful for me yesterday. You know, we all remember important family member. You know, the day they passed away, also the day they lived. And yesterday is my dog Lucky's birthday, and it's really close to his, I guess, the day that he passed away too. So like for us, it was kind of stressful. We're not showing it as emotion, but we don't, you know, there's not much place to vent. So we're gonna just, you know, relax on the day, try not to, you know, do more stuff, and that really just get to it. Got us through the day. Smoking Hail Mary, almost done. May have to get another. I started early. Vacation started today. Good stuff. Joseph, did you get back from your trip? So there is music today. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's not very loud. If you guys want me to turn it on, I could turn it on. I don't mind. It's one of those copy-free musics. So let's get this going. Hey Sherry. I mean, the foot bending is nice, but it's kind of stick onto it really tight, so I couldn't get it off. I had to rip it off. All right. That's not good. What's going on, man? If you're too stressed, you need to talk to the group, man. Nice. Show the people in Tampa here, you know, our legion. It's great. So I'm toasting a little bit. Why not? Smells really good. But I am going to with a soft flame. Okay, so you got another couple days there. Of course, I forgot to cut it while I'm talking. And like I'm very like disorganized today because I have so many things going on. So bear with me a little bit. Good draw. Sweet, spiced, strong coffee. Very strong coffee in this thing. Very dark, bitter coffee. A little bit pepper. And like oak wood. I don't taste that much of cedar right now. So very, very strong. Very, very strong. Harrison, what's going on, man? So let's talk about this cigar. I bought a cigar. I mean, I had to give them a shout out because they helped out. Famous Smoke Shop was the one that helped me out. So thanks to Steve Saga, you know, Worky's Magic with another, you know, cigar shop owner to give me the Saga Squash. So, and he was being easy. He just like buy anything. He's kind of like buy anything for like 20 stick that's from Dunbarton. I'll send one to you. So he literally just sent one to me, and I got free shipping on it. So I got a whole box of those. This and so far this is a good cigar. I just didn't like the original size. That if you got the Cigars Daily Sampler, you got the longer one. I like the shorter one. So smoke a Oma Cortez original today. First time trying them. Pretty good steak. Box 20 for 66. That's a pretty good price. Does Squashy talks too? I haven't decided what kind of voice that he's gonna have, so we'll see what happens. I can't really tell you what's gonna happen with it. I just kind of excited getting it, but I don't know what to do with it yet. Number one question I got was why did it. Question I got was why I did it, and I didn't really know why I did. What? Come on, man. All right, let's start with what everybody's smoking. It's Wednesday night. I think everybody should be smoking something before I talk about Zeal Cigars, because everybody needs to smoke something before everybody start hating on me for having my opinions. Okay? Well, it's sweet. Sweet notes start to come through on this one. It's actually really good. I can taste a little bit of caramel and sweet cedar. I almost want to swallow it. It's sweet. It's pretty good. Monte Cuban pissed off Christoph. Oh wow. Wow. I'm not, you know, whatever my opinion that I have is only for like just my opinion, okay? Just be prepared for it. Whatever I have is just my opinion. It shouldn't stop you from buying anything from anyone, okay? And this whole thing of my judgment, and it's just based on the information I have, all right? So, and it's not like, you know, whatever that's disclosed. Nothing that's not disclosed is in my pool of information anyway. So while we're smoking this cigar, let's talk about this, okay? Now, we all know what happened to Zeal Cigar. You all saw that video, right? You all saw that video. It says all by myself. Now, if you just watch through that video, Bradley has mentioned that there was a business decision and he let Dana and her boyfriend go. I don't know Dana's boyfriend's name, so I can only say like Dana and her boyfriend. Harrison, I didn't base on that inside information, but if you want me to talk about that, I could. I mean, it's just a very small portion. Like, your information to me was literally when I say I knew it kind of thing. So Harrison, if you don't mind me mentioning what you told me, then I could say it, but if you do, I won't mention that part. So basically, they say was he say was a decision, a financial decision, didn't foresee certain things, blah 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 blah. Now, whatever the reason was, I think that's one hell of a shitty move. Okay, you don't start a company and drag a few people with you, and then when everything is set up, then you fire them. That's shitty, for whatever reason that is. All right, for whatever reason that is. Okay, I don't go like tell you to go burn a bridge somewhere, and then once you cross over the bridge, tell you to get back there. And knowing that the bridge is not there, you can't. You know, he's gonna say there's no issue between them and they grow blah 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 blah. When's the last time that you have issue with your previous boss when they just let you go? You don't go like scream at their face. You just basically say, okay, I understand, blah blah blah, and leave. That's pretty much every scenario that you think of that's normal, right? So whatever his reason was, all right, whatever the reason was that he had to leave, let them go, is full of shit. Okay, full of shit, because you gotta tell me that, because okay, let's just put that in perspective, okay? Because he didn't explain the whole situation, we can only base on the story and based on what the situation we have in assumption, okay? So this is our assumption. This is our assumption, okay? One, he probably ran out of money, so he could not keep people employed. That's the first assumption, okay? And that's bullshit, because why do you start a company that you don't think that you can sustain 3 people for how long? So that's bullshit. Right? You can't sustain 3 people. Tim did just fine with 3 people, and then he had to hire more. Okay, that's one assumption, and that's BS, because he's saying that he's gonna launch all these other brands later. Where the money came from? Well, so you're not short of money. You just didn't want them. Number 2, performance issue maybe. Okay, you knew how they gotta work. You work with them long enough to say, hey guys, come with me. I'm gonna create a company I'll own. Join me on this journey and do blah 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 blah. Okay. Performance issue where? You know, she was there to make the video. Whatever the background is, she helped do. What performance issue? If you had performance issue, then you wouldn't be a normal breakdown, right? It would be like, you know, you have some issue, I'm gonna fire you. That's not the case, right? And third one is, which I think is the shittiest one, which is he never wanted to keep all of them anyway. That's the worst one. Can you imagine this? Like, he basically says, we have all this fan base. If I'm gonna leave and create my own stuff, I need people to help me. So I'm gonna drag these 2 people with me, and then once everything's built, I'm just gonna say goodbye, sayonara, because I for whatever reason you guys had to go. That's shitty, okay? That's very shitty. You know, I don't know Dana. I don't know her boyfriend. I don't even know Bradley that well. But the whole assumption of these things happening is shitty. So, I mean, do you start a business with somebody without knowing their background or knowing who they are? Right? Do you... No, I don't think anybody does that, right? You start a business without knowing who they are. You work with this person for like almost a year, and you don't know who they are and what they do and why you bring her on board with you to do your business. That's crappy, man. That's scrappy cocoa, man. That is lame. She have her portion of fan. He has his own portion of fan. She basically helped bring customer to him. And once you have the whole structure set up, he let her go. Basically, that's my assumption, okay? And I think that's the shittiest thing to do, okay? I didn't like, you know, I told you I have some issue with the whole thing set up and stuff like that. Me and my wife knew, like, you know, we're like, why did he, if he gotta do this on his own, why did he need Dana? And we actually talked about this, you know, off the camera and everything, we're just chatting. Why did he need Dana? I mean, shouldn't he know if he does this, what stops Dana to go off and do her own? Because she knows how to do this too. Well, he need her. She doesn't really need him. She had a job before, and thanks to him, now she had no job. And which person? I don't know anybody who will be happy about having no job. So let's go back to the comment from Logan. Logan says she could have been bringing her personal life into the business too much with her sexual account and the stuff she started her posting on Instagram. I don't know what she have on Instagram, so I couldn't tell you. But again, even that it's not as easy as a few communication about, you know, hey, we have a company image, blah 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 blah. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you know. So you know, if that's the case, still shitty though. Like, you don't know what kind of person that you're working with before this thing, and then now you basically had to kick her off. I still think that's shitty either way. Wait, it's porn? Is it really porn? You can't have porn on Instagram though, so I don't know. Instagram. I mean, you can have sexy clothing on Instagram, but you can't have porn on Instagram. That gets pulled off like immediately. Either way, I think it's crappy. Hey, Chris, how do you know? Someone's been watching. I still think, even if she was doing porn, I still think that's horrible. Because, how do I describe it? I personally think, yeah, do not post the link. Do not post the link. Do not post the link. Posting sexual photo, that's okay with me. Like, this is gotta be very controversial, okay? When I hear a teacher that used to be a porn star that became a teacher gets fired, I think it's ridiculous. but that's just me. So if he was doing some what you call soft porn or whatever, then that's separate stuff, right? It's not really what she does. You don't have to fire her or you don't have to let her go because what she did on the side, right? It still doesn't make sense. I still think the whole issue is ridiculous because you don't know the person that you're working with and what they're doing and all that stuff. You're working with this person majority of the time, and if she feel like she had to do porn on the side, maybe you don't pay her enough. But I don't think it's a problem, to be honest. I mean, I'm Asian, so I'm slightly biased because porn is such a normal industry in Japan. Like, you can see it anywhere. Like, sex sells. So you're gonna see a lot of, like, you know, swimming suit kind of pictures. And does that ruin a cigar industry or company image? Have you seen some of the poster I've seen for cigars? I don't think it's that bad. When you started a business, you knew that female is gotta be the sexual part, where the sex sell portion of it of your company. So I didn't even see any link. Did you see any link? I don't see the link. But either way, unless Martin has been deleting the links, I haven't seen any links yet. So Martin, you're quick if you're doing it. Martin Amaya's quick if you delete the link. Tim wasn't fired though, so Tim wasn't let go. Tim had Tim's contract ended, so he moved on. I don't know. I just didn't like, you know, how the whole stuff play out, and then basically you take somebody with you knowing who they are already, and then you let them go. That's crappy. Right? Back to cigar. I mean, I know this is by no way to say don't support Zeal Cigars. I just didn't like that. That's all I thought. You know, I'm just saying I personally didn't like that somebody go out of their way to go start a business and then, man, gone. Let's talk about cigar though. The cigar is good, it's sweet, it's very woodsy, the pepper went away, strong coffee taste. I like it. I just can't take too long of it. I just like this size. I am smoking Dunbarton's Sobremesa. Well, Kat, according to what everybody is talking about, she already have her next job. But still, who likes to lose a job? Still. So, that's my personal opinion. So let's move on. Then, next thing. Let's talk about the Journey cigar. The Journey cigar is completed. It's getting ready to ship out. I'm just waiting for all those bubble bags that I'm getting. Alright. So, the bubble bag has to get in. But I want to show you guys how the final product of that package is. Alright. You guys want to see the package, right? Only thing I don't have is that wooden box, because now that has to be separately ordered and stained and, you know, all that work. But for those people who, you know, already got the already not looking for the box and already paid the shipping, I'm gonna ship it out to you guys once I receive those bags to ship out with. I ordered a bunch of bubble wrap bags, so. So this is the final product of how the packaging look like. Ding. Final product. So let me kind of talk about this designs with you guys, and I'll put up a closer camera. There we go. Closer camera. So we have followed Martina Maya's suggestion to have the face up. So now you put it down here like that. Okay. And then we have obviously our clear logo right here. Okay. And then this is also taped up by what we call the washi paper. It's a Japanese paper sticker. So they're actually like filmy. They're almost like a cloth on it. Okay. And you gotta know this is that it's taped down here through the sticker. So once you break the seal, it broke the seal. So that tape will be broken once you picked it out. Okay, so it's like an actual seal. Okay. And then the one with the wax, you can see it's wax sealed on top. So you literally had to break the seal to get it out. And again, regular thing. And then the bottom, I put 2 different washi paper sticker on it, so you can see kind of clothy, right? Shiny and nice. It just, you know, kind of give a little bit decoration, because our logo is really just black and, you know, white and a little bit yellow on this thing. So that's what it's gonna be. And basically, if you get the box, this will fit inside the box. I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna seal one of the sides with the seal on it. So that way, if you open it, you gotta crack the seal. So keep in mind that is still not our own. It's not our own blend. It's just a house blend that we decided to put it together as one of those things. Commemorate our Shadow Smoker Legion, but I am working with a brand that's gonna make us a cigar that is gonna be banded for us, but we're just buying from them because I can't sell cigars. I'm not a cigar seller. I'm not selling cigars, so that brand will be selling the cigar for us, like Dunbarton made the red meat for the red meat lovers group. Same thing like that, same idea. So the next one will be like that. The cigars, I have a list. It's pretty good. It's woodsy, a little bit peppery. You know, you get the cedar, you get the they call it leathery taste, but I call that sweet cedar. So it's gonna be good. So only the person who has, you know, gone through the whole process will get these, because we ordered exactly how many people needed. The whole process was basically we crowdfunded, right? Crowdfunded to make this. So but the next one is gonna be different. Next one will be blend for us, banded for us, but just not sell only to us. It'll be for us, but then, you know, anybody can buy it, kind of thing. You'll have a good amount basically. So that you can choose to buy a box if you wanted to later on. These, that's it. You know, I've gone through all the packaging process and all that stuff. It's tiring as hell. It's not easy to do. Like, you know, try to put sticker 90 times on the one spot and then do another. Literally, one of these means I had to do sticker each one 4 or 5 times. That's a lot of work. I did so much I had to get my wife to help. It's like, tape these. Very sweet cigar. It's almost like a sweet coffee almost. It's pretty good. Now, next, let's talk about the egg roll. Egg roll cigar. I was able to get 2 boxes. I had to pay for them. I haven't done that yet. I just had to pay for it. Because I have other stuff ordering, so I ordered it together with that. And I buying $2 anyway. So those people who can't find it, they can go through the group buy for the group. So basically, you know, I'll give you guys whatever it costs me, right? So that way you don't have to go out and find it, or due to the limited count, right? I think there's only 3,000 boxes of 25s out there. I'm pretty sure you gotta be able to find some. I just, you know, Tim probably have some too after I purchased all that stuff. You know, Tim said he have it, so I buy it from Tim. So I'm not sure how many he's gonna have. So you guys can buy it from Tim, or you can go through the group buy or send it out to you guys. Same thing. If it isn't any different, is I receive it, check them, send it to you, single, whatever. You know, it's the same thing. You know, if you can't find it, I'm the one that helped out, basically. If you guys don't want it to take some off my hands, I will just keep them. Martin, I will have them. I will have them. I found them. Hopefully, without a hitch. I'll also have the blue and green from Grand Habanos. I get a box of the Robustos, but they're back ordered, so I had to wait until they have it in the manufacturer, and they just send it direct to me from the manufacturer. So Ben, you just want to make sure that your local shop is gonna have enough, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people is gonna buy 1 or 2 just for the heck of it. Basically, treat my portion as your last choice, last resort if you can't find them, or if you just don't want to go through the trouble to find them. I mean, I have them, so we can move on with that. I buy extra just in case. Hey, Soviet Sniper. What's going on? This thing is really nice. I mean, go with the coffee is great, and except that today I wasn't drinking coffee. Today I wasn't drinking coffee. I will try to do a different blend of my iced tea today. I mean, my tea today, and obviously the blend didn't work out so well. It's just really sweet. So yeah, I'll be getting the blue and green once the manufacturer has it, because it's gonna be shipped out directly from the manufacturer. But yeah, I mean, I guess I learned something today. I didn't know that part of the story, but even if I know that part of the story, I still feel like that whole thing was crap show. So next group are egg roll and the release as no. I am not gonna re-ban and package someone else's blend. You know what I'm saying? Because that blend was unbanded, so that way we were able to do this whole thing as for fun. But you know, the next one we're doing is gonna be from scratch, a blend that has no brand on it and a wrapper, I mean a band on it, and maybe boxes on it. So you can expect that, you know, the next one is just gonna be for us, literally for us. You know, it's gonna be named for us, banned for us, maybe even boxed for us. That depends how much the box is gonna cost. I'm not gonna do any of those work, except if they say, hey, here's the bands, you gotta bend it up yourself. Then I'll go, oh my god. But we'll see what happens. It's a good cigar. It's worth the price too. I think I bought a box for like $200 something. no, yeah, 200 something dollars, and with what 25 count? I think this is 25. Some weird numbers. 25. So that comes to what? $10 or less each. That's actually not bad. $9 for this. I think this is pretty good. I recommend it. Thumbs up. The next one, I'm really leaning towards something like Path, but something Path, because we went through the journey. Now we're going on the path. So let's do something Path, but happy, something happy. It's gotta be for the summer, so I'm working on it really quickly at the same time. I can tell you guys, I have so many things that's pending to ship to me that's not here thanks to USPS. Seriously, USPS, you guys dropped the balls big time, because all the package that's supposed to arrive like by Tuesday is either delayed, no more information, and just tell me that it's late, and doesn't even tell me when it's gonna come anymore. So I don't know how they can screw this up, and like we're supposed to trust USPS as our shipper, but you can't really trust them. That's a problem. Oh, I taste a little bit nut too, like almond taste to it. It's pretty good. Sweet Jane. How do you like the Sweet Jane? Sweet Jane is capped, right? Sweet capped. And let's talk about the group swag. Okay, let's talk about the group swag too. I went ahead and made the patch, and now it's in production. So that's coming either way. You guys like it or not, one day or not, I decided to make it. You know, I figure if you guys don't want it, I'll just put on every single clothes that I have. Not a big deal. So, but because one of our members only have Cigar Dojo stuff, I looked at it. It was like, we need to have that. We need to have this. We need to have that too. So we gotta have every single one of them. So I just said, oh, go ahead. I just gotta make it anyway. So I went ahead and made it. Basically, it's gotta take till the end of this month before it arrives. So that way, we'll have patch, we'll have coins, we have cigar, we have closings, we have cups, we have, what else do we not have? Stickers. What else do we not have? I just wanted to have everything. Okay, in that case, yeah, I just went ahead to do it, because I figured if I had to get a count every time to see how many people wants this and that, I will probably never go to make those things. So I end up just go, you know what, I'm gonna make it first, then ask you guys if you want it. That way it makes it easier. I just don't want it to, you know, originally I thought I don't want to keep 100 everything in my house, you know. I'd rather just have it and then send it out, have it and send it out, have it and send it out. So that comes to a point where I go, you know, if I had to deal with that every time, we'll never get to 100, because we have about 29 active members, give or take. Probably 30 regular members, but 29 active members, 138 members total. So in that case, we'll never hit 100, because you're not gonna get 100 members. I want 100. So that way I just go, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and make it, whatever that I feel is reasonable, that I want myself to, and then I go ahead and do that. Now coins are being made. Coins is it went through the final proof, so that is being done right now. That's gonna take a while though. Some people already let me know they want a coin, so you can just send me a message. I'll put you on the list, but I'm not gonna collect whatever that costs until later. So that's gonna happen later. Logan, we have a coin coming. We have coin coming. Two-sided coin. So that's coming, and it's about the size of $50. 3mm thickness is about like just under a poker chip. So it's still substantial. It's made of brass. We do have coins coming. Now, SSL ashtrays. What, you don't think we have those? So I already give the logo to Mike Clark, and he's gonna try to make something out of that. So I'm pretty sure if he will be able to make a SSL logoed ashtray. So what else do we not have? What else do we not have? Hey, Damon Jones. You know, there's a lot of people that has multiple, that want like a fire. So I'm pretty sure those people with 5 will end up smoking them. They will just keep the limited edition as is. So the ring, you have to ask Chris. I don't know what happened to that. He's been busy, so he was supposed to ask somebody. But that costs way too much to get it started. That didn't make sense right now. I want your logo as the wooden or acrylic sign to hang up. I know we can probably get acrylic sign. That's in the process. I'm talking to Dennis about that. So he's drafting ideas of what to make, because if the wooden sign, that's gonna cost quite a bit. I'm pretty sure they can do that. It's just that cutting the woods are going to cost some money. I haven't made it to the post office to send out that package. We've been swamped at the nursery I worked at. Just got semi-full of 1,700 trees. Now I'm kind of confused. Polysticks, who are you again? Polystick, who are you again? I need you. Well, Polystick is not Mike Clark, so I have trouble remembering who's who with the screen name. So this is not the first time already, Marcelo. I said hi to you last time, Marcelo. Come on. Hi, Marcelo. Yeah, if you want something to hang, something, you know, to put in your room, you know, it's in the process. It's in the process. I mean, it had to make sense. You had to, you know, if you want to special order something, I'm pretty sure they can do it. But I had to talk to them and see what's going on, and, you know, make some samples to get to that, because you're the first one that wants something that's carved out of the wood for that logo, and I don't think it's gonna be easy, but I think it's doable. Just how much it end up costing. So there you go. Cigar pin that says hello, Marcelo. We're such a great group. Now there's no problem for shout outs. Shout out. So yeah, I don't have the detail for it, but I'm pretty sure I can talk to manufacturers to find out if they can make 1 or 2. And I think acrylic would be more cost effective, because solid woods are expensive. So I'm kind of curious what package are we talking about? Because I really don't know what package is supposed to arrive to me right now. I have so many things happening. I don't really know what package are arriving to me because all of them are delayed. I really don't know. I can tell you this though. Random amount of people is going to get big stickers for the journey. It's gonna go with your Journey cigar. So Journey cigar will come with some random gigantic stickers. Like I'm talking about this big stickers with the logos on it, and that's being printed. We do have the group one with the OG sign on it in 2 inches coming, and I only have a limited amount of those, and that's for you guys to, you know, if you guys want it, then you can buy those. Other than that, I think we're, you know, I do want to announce here though, next time you guys do something we're using Vimo, don't put any words that has cigar on it, because that seems to kind of create some issues. Use the correct term that we decide to use for the note, so that I know what it is. Because when I scroll down looking for information, who pay, who or that, try to update my Excel sheets, it's hard when not everything is the same. When everything's the same, it makes it easier. Railroad's fault. But this is USPS, not UPS. Like, how do you get something like intrinsic to this place and then expect delivery tomorrow, and then this morning, and then the morning says it's late, and then the next day no update, the next day no update, and when you try to call them, there's a 1 hour and something minutes wait time. USPS have some serious amount of wait time for their customer service, and that's if you can get to that point, because their automated service sucks. All right, USPS, if you're watching this right now, your automated service sucks, man. You get some human on board. I don't care if they get the same information. So yeah, we can probably say that our group has caught up in having pretty much everything. Right? It's in the process of being making, but we have caught up to have everything. What else do we not have that other group that makes? What else did they not have? I do not have the Cohiba Commando. I'm not a Cohiba person, so I really don't carry any Cohiba with me at any given time. I do have some Cubans once in a while, only because you know, my friends and family, they ask for it, so I will go get it if I see them. If it's not too much out of my way, I will do it. But I don't just go out and buy Cohiba. So yeah, that's that. And here's another bad news though. You guys want to hear bad news? Chances are the next cigar is not gonna be a Maduro again. Because according to the manufacturers, they don't have any Maduro samples available. They don't have any Maduro blend available because they just don't. So the next one is gonna be possibly Habano. But I will still test it out, make sure that the next one is, yeah, you know. Yeah, I heard that, you know, there are some famous people make their own cigar brands and stuff like that. I think even like Arnold has his own cigar brand too. I just don't know. This thing is really good. I really enjoy it, especially with being so short. I'm getting all this nice taste and stuff like that. How about some nice leather travel cases? Is there any other group that's making leather travel cases? I just wonder. Is there anyone that does that? Yeah, man. Those people who hasn't done the intro video. I'm not saying that you cannot do it after Saturday, but I prefer you finish it before Saturday, because by Saturday I want to pick up a winner for that. So if you want to win the Chinese cigar with the Chinese blend blah 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 tea, you will have to make it by Saturday. If you don't do it by Saturday, you can still make it. You know, it really helps the group to put a name and face and voice together. It really gets our group to be more close, be more connected, to know each other, right? And I think we have a really good start because so many people did it. Just that to give away stuff, we need to have a end time. It cannot be continuous. So we'll have to basically end it at Saturday. So Saturday is when the submission for the giveaway ends, but we will have you can still post it, obviously, right? Yeah, you should still do one for the group. It gets people to know you better and all that stuff. So I highly suggest you make one and really get people to know each other. Also, yeah, Joseph had that cigar lounge review giveaway. If you haven't done that, you better do it, because there isn't a lot. If you guys don't do it, I'm gonna end up being the winner, I tell you. If you don't do it, I'm gonna end up being the winner. So you better do it so you guys have a chance to win, because you know what happened when I win? I'm gonna smoke it. That's what gonna happen. Try to do a review for your local lounges. You help your local lounge to know that you like them. At the same time, you help fellow brother and sister to know which cigar lounge nearby is good for them. I mean, I did it on purpose to do one in Japan so that it's nothing here. You guys can do the one that's here. Everybody can do one. There's no right way or the wrong way to do a review. Just basically what you like about it, what you don't like about it, what you wish that they change about it, that kind of stuff. It's like filling up a review sheet for a restaurant waiter and stuff like that. So yeah, we have a lot of contests, and it was really nice for Joseph to take out his own stash to run a contest, right? That's the way to do it. Write down bullies. Me too. I loved it. It's gonna be right here for now. I need to find some clothes for him because he's naked right now. If anybody knows, let me know, okay? If anybody knows the answer to this question, let me know, because my wife asked me. Why is Steve Saka choose to make the Saka squash? Is there a story behind the Saka squash? Why he made it as using Bigfoot? Was there a reason why it's called a Saka squash? I know it's called Sasquatch, but why did he choose to use a Bigfoot as a representation for him? When she asked me, I said I don't know. I really don't know. I just think that was pretty cool. I like everything that has gimmicky stuff. So, but if you know, let me know. Leave in the comments so I can know. And just so you guys, I realized that my wife does pop in and out of the chat room. She reads them. So if I'm gonna talk trash about my wife, gotta be careful because she does read them. Apparently she does. So I also you know how Cigar Mechanic had those magic cups, right? I thought it was really cool, so I actually went out to the manufacturer and make one for myself. So hopefully you'll get to me soon. I will show you guys my version of the magic cup. But still, if you guys try to get a magic cup, you should get the one from the Cigar Mechanic, because I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh my god. I mean, it's not my first time seeing a color changing mug, but I didn't know that, it's something that you can get a manufacturer to make easily. So there we go. Believe it or not, I think that's pretty close. She might appear one day in life. You know how I think that she might is because one day I was testing the camera. She came down and looked at her makeup. She said, "Oh, my face looked flat in the camera. I'm gonna go try to add some more makeup to see if I look better on camera." She literally did that. Well, why would she do that if she wasn't planning to come up one day or another? So that might happen. I don't know. That might happen. By the way, if those don't know, yeah, she will sell it to you for $1 million. That I know. She will sell it to you for $1 million. So those people who doesn't know already, you know, we always drink whiskey, right? Whiskey with cigar, whiskey with this and that. Now, there is a definitive proof that whiskey is good for you. So we all know bars. We go to bars. We go to, like, you know, drink and stuff like that. Bars is one dirty place. Okay, bar has a lot of sweetener and all that stuff. When you go to bar, it has that sweet smell. It's not alcohol smell. It's like a little bit sour alcohol-y smell. That creates a lot of germs. Okay, and obviously somebody decides to do a test. They get all kind of alcohol that you can think of. You know, wine, vodka, and all that stuff. Okay, and they did a test to see whether or not those germs will thrive in those alcohols. Okay, and through a period of time, they go back to test. All the other alcohol has bacteria in it. Okay, some sort of a bacteria. The only one that had zero was whiskey. So drinking whiskey is actually healthier for you and safer for you if you ever go to a bar or decide to drink it at home. One of the oldest women said, you know, she drinks nothing but whiskey and she survived past 100, because apparently whiskey also have that same substance as in the wine that's gonna help you with your health. It also help you to get rid of the germs and that stuff. So whiskey is good for you, especially if you drink it when you get sick. Just having a little bit will actually relieve some sick symptoms. So your flu-like symptoms, right? You know, fever and all that stuff. What happens when you get sick? You have an infection of some sort, and the whiskey is gonna help you dilate your blood vessels, allow the blood to go through easier, and because it's dilated and your blood is going through faster, it tells your body to deal with the sickness and infection faster. So a little bit of whiskey is not bad at all, especially if you drink it at night. It's gonna help you sleep, right? When you're sick, sleep is very important. So if it helps you sleep, it's a good thing. Also, it helps you relieve your stress if you sleep well. So having a little sip of whiskey at night, not too bad. Plus, there's no carb, right? There's no carb, there's no sugar. So if you're diabetic, you can still drink that. So I think this episode is a good proof that you should be drinking whiskey. If you're not drinking whiskey, you should be drinking whiskey. Thanks, Bleacher, for your comment. Now, when you're drinking a rye, the rye is not really a substance of whiskey. It's a way to make it so you, with rye grain, that makes the whiskey more spicy. So if you like spicy stuff, yeah, you will try the rye, but I like regular whiskeys. So not something too harsh for your body as well. Jägermeister. If you never tried it before, drink some Jaeger and then chug it down with some orange juice. You'll taste pancake, by the way. That's breakfast. Now, if anybody says you should be eating pancake for breakfast, you're like, no, I ain't gotta have some Jägermeister and orange juice because that tastes like breakfast. I'm totally gotta get blamed for that. You told my husband to drink more whiskey. Now he's drinking whiskey every day. You know how good that would be imagine this, you know, every night you go to sleep. When we sleep, our mouth has generate a lot of bacteria. Whiskey's gonna kill bacteria. Next day you'll smell like nice wood barrel. Nice wood barrel. You know, I really love whiskey, especially single malt, because, you know, if you don't know what single malt is, then basically it means all the material came from one place, and there's not much mixing. You know, that makes it more pure of the regional taste. Single malt's there to go. I mean, for those people who hasn't not tasted any Japanese or Taiwanese whiskey, I highly recommend you to go try it. It's a totally different experience. It's really, really good. It's fruity but woodsy at the same time. I say it's totally different experience. So if you haven't tried that, you should really try it, and it really goes well with Habano cigar, Connecticut cigars. Maybe not so much with the Maduros, because Maduro tend to have more complex flavor, and the whiskey will wash it off. So I really suggest that if you want to pair with whiskey, you want to do with Habano or Connecticut. Now, if you want to go with Maduro, you want to have something like a beer. You know, beer has this grain taste that will actually go well with the Maduro flavor. Even though I'm not a big beer guy, so I don't like beer. We should make a pancake cigar. That should be easy, right? Orange peel with some Jägermeister on the side to infuse it. That's a good idea. You know, I'm gonna do it. Jägermeister infused with some orange juice, orange peel. That might work. What do you guys think? I have some mandarin orange upstairs. I just had to get some Jägermeister to go with it. Ooh. So I also want to let you guys know that it's almost time, almost the end of the month. We're almost halfway through, right? So be sure that we gotta do our Shadow Smokers Legion Top 25 vote very soon. Okay, so by April I'm putting out the poll, and then end of April is when we end the poll. Okay, so we have 1 month to do it. 1 month to do it. Be sure to do that. And April 20th, we have the New York meet. Those people who are going is gonna have some really good treat, because we're going to smoke the Vault series release. That's gonna be very limited, and basically, I told the store to reserve a box for us, so we will be able to smoke one of those limited stuff that Joseph has posted up. Thanks to Joseph for posting that information, because I didn't even know that was coming out. So now we'll have a box to smoke. You never know. That could be a success. Then I just had to find a manufacturer that will make us some really nice, cheap Connecticut cigars, and we will infuse ourselves. I was just literally putting one of my humidors and just let it infuse the whole thing. So with that said, hey Tim, if you're looking at this, Tim, Cigar Silly can really help us make some Connecticut cigar to play with, right? Not that you would, but I'm saying, Tim, you know, we can really, you know, you carry it, we'll buy it, right? It's not gonna be orange bitter I use, because I have actual peel, and the peel has more aroma. So I'm thinking to use the peel to go with it. I don't know if I'm gonna soak the peel in alcohol and just put it in there, or some other ways. I don't know. I just had to find a way to do it. Or what we can do is dip the cap with some orange juice on it. But I think that's gonna create bacteria, so that's gonna make it mold. So it's probably not a good idea. But we can work something out with that. I think we could. And if you don't know already, I am again smoking this Sobremesa. You know, shout out to Dunbarton Cigars and Steve Saka. I guess nobody knows why this is a Bigfoot, right? I you know, nobody knows, right? If anybody knows, let me know. Leave a comment below, whatever. I will read it. I just want to know why is a Bigfoot. I also want to address a thing that I forgot who posted this morning about the shape, the closed foot of a cigar. The peel will last a couple weeks before it goes bad, so it's just for flavoring. Because you can get those Chinese dry herbal peels, so they don't go bad ever because they're dry, they're herbs, so used for cooking, they last like forever. So about lighters, when you have torch lighters, they are very direct flame. As you can see, you can't blow it to a certain direction, right? It's not gonna go. So when you try to breathe in from your cigar, the fire doesn't like to go into your cigar. It doesn't burn well. So when you have something like closed foot, or you know, one of those like narrow foot, like for example, a Solomon shaped cigars, you're not gonna be able to get the flame out in there. You gotta be basically burning and charring the whole outside. So when you're smoking something that has a very narrow front, or it requires some draw to get the flame in, use a soft flame. You know, use a spill or something soft, so that you can actually dictate where the flame is going, right? You know, just like a soft flame, you go into your cigar, because that draw is gotta be like a straw to help you to draw the flame in, because you can actually blow it. But that little draw isn't gonna dictate where the flame is going, so it's not gonna go inside the cigar to get that flame inside and burn from the inside out. You're burning from the outside in. That's gotta give you some issues. This is why we toast our cigars, right? Because we want to toast the outside, so the outside burns faster than the inside, so that it gets the inside burned too. I really recommend people to use soft flame, because that's the way you gotta be able to get better burn. Hi Brian. So if you never tried soft flame for your cigar before, I really highly suggest you try it, even if you had to use a regular Bic. Yes, regular fuel is gonna give a little taste, but I'm telling you, that flavor goes away after 3 or 4 draws. Alright, so if you can get a torch butane lighter to light your cigars, go ahead and use regular lighters. That taste, it'll go away that quickly. Not gonna mess it up that much. I know we all prefer a certain way, because that's what we're taught to. You know, you go to a cigar shop, first thing they recommend you will be a torch lighter, and it just makes it easier when you smoke outside. But you don't have to do it that way. You know, you don't have to do it that way. So really give it a try, see if you like it. Some people love it, and then they will never go back to torch lighter unless they're outside, because when you're outside, literally you'll see sometimes when I try to light this thing and the fan blows, gone. Just have to stay this way and just try to light it. It's just not ideal. So I feel like a torch lighter is really just to solve a particular problem, but it's not necessarily the best. Now I'm done with this cigar. Guess what? Giveaway time! Who wants to win a cigar? Who wants to win a cigar? Let's win one. Let's win one of these. What should we do? Let's do trivial. Let's do a trivial question. Let me look up a trivial question for today. Bum ba da bum bum bum. Trivial question today will be. Haha, I got one. Everyone knows the brand Chanel, right? Chanel? Everyone knows the brand Chanel. Right? Everybody knows Chanel. Come on, if you buy anything at all, walk by thing. If you don't know, get your Google ready. All right? The question today will be, why is the number 5 is being used by Chanel? Why is number 5 being used by Chanel? Their perfume is actually called Chanel number 5. Why is number 5 being used by Chanel? You better ask your wife right away. Why is number 5 being used by Chanel? Of all the number they can choose, they use number 5. Why is it they use number 5? I think this will be like a fair question because not many people knows. So why is number 5 being used by Chanel? All Chanel's perfumes called Chanel number 5. Why is number 5 being used by Chanel? If you have a wife, now is the time to shout out, hey, why? Nope. Why is called Chanel number 5? Anybody know? Just make sure I can give you guys the correct answer. No Google, that's cheating. 5th year, nope. Nope. For former earners, produce portfolio samples. Try. Did somebody just Wikipedia that thing? Now that's one of the reasons. But I guess I'll give to that one because it could be more complicated it is. So first one I had it was let's see. Who's the first one I get it? I think Joseph got it. Let me keep going up. Joseph got one of the reasons, which is because number 5 was the one she liked the best. But it was also because she actually liked the number 5, signifying being pure and elegant and everything. And her first store is actually on number 5. Her first store is on the number 5 number on the street. Her stores in Massachusetts even was on number 5 of Newberry Street. So number 5 was just happened to be the number she liked. And I think she chose the sample number 5 only because she liked number 5. So yeah, Joseph Sparaccio is the winner. But hey, just because you didn't win today doesn't mean you won't win the next show. I have a whole box here to give away, so got plenty to give away. Tonight, Joseph Sparaccio is the winner. Joseph won. He got one of the reason. Even though it's a combination of reason, but I don't think everybody's gonna go that deep into research. Her first store is actually on the 5th of that street. So hold on. Joseph, you won't have to give it up because I'm gonna also give it to the second person too, which is Matthew. Matthew Jocelyn. Matt Jocelyn, you also will get one. Matt Jocelyn, you also get one. Give away 2. Why not? Let's give away 2. Alright, so Joseph will get 1. Matt Jocelyn will get 1. Joseph, I'll send yours out with your stuff. Okay? That way save me shipping. And Matt, also I'll ship yours with your stuff. So you'll have it with a bunch of your stuff. Cool. Next time you will know. Ben was second? Hold on a second. I didn't see it, that's why. Ben, did you get a Journey cigar too? Or no? I think you did. Ben, did you get a Journey cigar? I think you did. Hold on. I really have to look at the list to know, because I don't. Ben, you do. So Ben, you will get it. You'll get one too with your cigar. How's that? All right, we'll give away 3. Ben will get 1. Matt will get 1. And Joseph will get 1. Ta-da! Problem solved! What sound? Yeah, so Ben, yours will be shipped to you with your Journey as well. Problem solved! I told you, I got plenty to give. I don't mind. Guys, you guys have to remind me though, because I might forget, but everybody will get 1. Yay! I'll be half of Oprah. So yeah, it is a good cigar. I think you guys will enjoy it too. If you never tried it yet. If you tried it, you know it's a good cigar, so you gotta enjoy it. If I ever win the lottery, I will let you know. So, since we still have a lot of time, I'm gonna smoke another cigar. Let's review Davidoff Yamasa. It's a petite. I don't know why they call it Petite Churchill, but it's more like a Corona. But this is Petite Churchill. It's not a Churchill, but they want to call it Petite Churchill. I will say this is a Corona. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this is more like a Corona size? Cool. I like it. I like that. I'll take the box. So, Yamasa in Petite Churchill from Davidoff. Let's take a look at this one. And I cut too deep, so I ripped the wrapper a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna bother me. Super loose draw, which I like. Do I have a box of Southern Draw Rose? Southern Draw Rose. You mean the Rose of Sharon? If you're asking about that, I only have one more piece of Rose of Sharon left. Yeah, I only have one more piece of Rose of Sharon left. I don't have any more. Rose of Sharon is a good cigar, but to me, it's kind of too light. So I don't keep a lot of those. I bought it because they do the Ignite jar for the Warrior thingy. So I decided to chip in. So I bought a box. Yamasa. Let's talk about Yamasa. Yamasa has got this really manly bitterness to it. Okay, and when you light it up, you smell the woodiness right away. It's very manly, almost like a cologne. And you get this raw cocoa and a little bit of how do I describe that? You get this bitter cocoa to it, but it's not like bitter that you cannot handle. Girl, I don't know what's in there. I don't really read what's in there. So, but it's got a little bitter taste to it. It's got a little bit of manly taste to it. Very woodsy. You get this really mellow, medium body to a little bit stronger than medium body woodiness to it. So this is one cigar I don't recommend people to get too big a size. Number one, the price is not cheap. It's quite pricey. So getting the smaller one will give you just as much enjoyment, I think. It's just not gonna give you the same amount of time that you can smoke on this. But I think as a small cigar, it's much more enjoyable than a longer cigar. That's just my opinion on this particular cigar. For their specific, like these special ones like the Nicaraguan, this one, the Oscuro, I like the smaller size on those because the bigger size just doesn't give me the same enjoyment. I always feel like halfway through, you start to get the kick on the nicotine and that bitterness in your mouth. So I highly recommend, if you gotta get Yamasa, get a smaller size. Get a smaller size. You gotta enjoy it more. So yeah, that bitterness still counts, even though when as you go through it, you gotta get this little bit of a sweet cedar to it, but it ends in bitterness. So it ends in bitterness. I think personally, that goes really well with, like, you know, really strong whiskey or even rum and dark black coffee, espresso. These kind of drink is gonna go well with this particular Yamasa. Okay, so if you like something that's not too sweet but enjoyable, and kind of wears off at the end with the bitterness, it's almost like a cleaning your palate every time if you give it time, right? You take a drop, it's got to be sweet and then bitter, sweet and then bitter. It actually cleans your palate a little bit. I think this particular cigar is enjoyable for that reason. Because you are gonna get a sweet, but the sweet ends in bitterness. But it's good bitterness. I think if you like woodsy cigars, you like a little bit of bitter at the end, you like black coffee, you gotta like this particular cigar because that's the impression I'm getting from the notes. Damon, if you want to get soft and draw, why don't you just get it directly from Cigars Daily? Because I know they have everything there, like from soft and draw, pretty much. So you can get the sampler if you want. You want to get it directly. Just I know that the jars are gone, because the jars are running out last time I went there. So, but then I'm pretty sure you can still get Rosso Sharon, no? I like this cigar. I just don't smoke it that much because I feel like a lot of time that bitterness needs to be balanced by something, or else you feel kind of empty. You know, yeah, almost like you're missing out something. I feel like that bitterness will go has more room to develop, but it ends in bitterness without anything that covers it up to bring it out. So that kind of like stopped me from smoking the cigar more often. I do like the Nicaraguan better though. If you had to ask me between this one and the Nicaraguan, I like the Davidoff Nicaraguan better than this one because it has less of that bitterness at the end. Even though the bitterness is good, you still need something to help it bring it out another level of complexity. But this has the uniqueness of the wood notes to it that actually makes it smell like a really nice man cologne. Like I feel like when you smoke this, it goes around and it kind of smells good. Do you know what whiskey will pair well with the cigars, or what whiskey I drink? Now I tend to drink more of single malt whiskeys, so you tend to see me drink Japanese whiskey. So Yoichis, Miyake Kyos, Yamazakis. For Taiwanese, I'll do Kavalan. For Americans, you can always go with like Oban, was pretty good. Macallan's really good. Johnny Walker's. If you gotta drink Johnny Walker's, I highly recommend you get it with the blue. I mean, not the blue, the green label. The green label is better than the blue label, okay, in my opinion. So if you want to get the, don't try to get the black. The black is lack of that complexity. The green label is more refined, so it's just a little bit more costly, but I think you gotta get more enjoyment with your cigars. Okay, so don't spend the money on the blue label. Spend the money on the green label. And if you gotta go with Jack, Gentleman Jack or single barrels are okay. I just didn't like the regular ones. So yeah, if people drink the green one before, they know what I'm talking about. Green one is the superior ones in that batch of collection. So red, if you like to drink red is like rubbing alcohol. Like, okay, if you can think about it, rubbing alcohol. And black is like their general stuff everybody buys. Very cheap, very easy to find. But you know, green is not that much more. I think it's like what, a $60 range, maybe, $60 to $70 range. But once you jump to blue, you're looking at $200 range, and blue is not that much better. Blue, in my opinion, is not as good as green. So get green. Now let me answer that question. The coffee bitterness or wood bitterness is combination of both because it ends with that note. So you can't really tell because you get your coffee and you get the woods, and then the sweet wood ends with that bitterness, but the bitterness seem to come from the coffee, but because it's mixed with the wood flavor, it's hard to tell. But it's very pleasant bitterness though. Yeah, so I highly recommend you guys try the green ones. Blue is totally overpriced, and I even bought the blue one with the ghost. If you buy the blue ghost, don't ever drink it. Just leave it as is because it's not that much better. It's not that much better, and you're spending almost $300 for it, if not $300. Ben, we're talking about Johnnie Walker whiskeys, and they classified their collection by color. The only reason I bought the blue ghost is only because it was limited, but it didn't seem to be limited after that. So, by the way, if you do have a Johnnie Walker Blue Dog Ear edition, I'll trade you my blue ghost for it. Because I'd rather have the dog exterior than not. And if you buy the Johnnie Walker's Game of the Throne edition, that's actually Johnnie Walker Black, just so you know. If you buy the Janie Walker, that's also Johnnie Walker Black. Jane Walker, or the Janie Walker, or Jane Walker? Jane Walker, right? I think that's what it is, the female version. Yeah, still, I don't think in regards to that topic, I just don't think it's still justified to kind of like, you know, hey, we're doing this together, but because you do this, we're not gonna do it together anymore. My personal opinion. There's only one Game of Thrones Johnnie Walker, no? The one with the white, snowy outside. If you guys want to see how it looks like, I can bring it down for you guys to see. Don't post links. Don't get me banned on YouTube. Seriously. Don't post links. Like, I don't really care what she does on her spare time. No, this is Series 8 they just put out. I don't think I saw that already, but I only see the one that's with the white cover. I bought a couple bottles just to collect, so. I didn't know it was a big deal, so I didn't know it was a big deal, but still, it's such a common thing in Asia. I didn't think it was bad, but that's my personal opinion. So we got plenty of female singer, actor, actress that also does adult videos, so that doesn't stop somebody from doing a career. Yeah, I've seen some of those Game of Thrones whiskey made by other companies, but I'm really into the design and the presentation. So, you know, if you're in the $30 range, right, get Toki. Toki is about $35, $39 at most. Toki is one of the good whiskey that I highly recommend people to try with the cigars, especially Habanos. Okay, if you're smoking Habano cigars, get a bottle of Toki. Costs you $30 something. Not expensive at all. Very easy to find too. Now the cigars is really woodsy, and kind of overlay with the layer of coffee aftertone to it. The bitterness kind of wear off, but you can still get it from that woodiness to it. I really like it. I mean, it's not the woodsy like Opus X woodsy, okay? Opus X woodsy is something that I think is too woodsy for me, like too much wood. It's all wood, literally. So, Toki, T-O-K-I, Toki. Two good cigar back after, back to back is actually a good thing. So I actually like it. But yeah, it's Toki. Give it a try. Go ask. If you can't find it, you can always ask your local alcohol store to order it for you. It's not expensive at all. Cool. You know what I realized lately, and you guys might not realize this, I gain weight every single winter because I eat like crazy, and then I try to lose weight before summer. And my wife has been saying that even though I gain weight this time, my face didn't look super chubby. And I think it's because I've been smoking more cigar lately. So yeah, if you want to get a thinner mouth, thinner face, smoke cigar. This constantly of drawing on cigars is gonna exercise your face. You lose weight on your face. Yeah, because I was like, hey babe, I've been gaining weight. And she's like, but your face looks fine. It's surprising, because when I get fat, I'm fat. Like, my face will be like this. I will have triple chin before I start losing weight. But this time, it didn't bother me this much. In fact, my face looked just fine. I was like, what? Because I know I gained weight because my pants don't fit. I had to go back to my 33, 34 pants rather than the 30, 32 pants. So, I know I gained weight, but not as much as I thought it would. Like, my clothes doesn't yet fit. So, I don't know. So, if you want to lose weight on your face, smoke cigar. I believe, it's Centauri whiskey. Brixton mash. I had to find out. I gotta see if I can find those. Good construction though. Look at this. Even though it's short. I like it when the cigar burns right. I'm a type of person that likes to keep the ash long. That really tells me, whether or not the cigar is, like, I'm smoking the cigar just right kind of thing. I'm a fast smoker though. Compared to other people, I'm a fast smoker. But that has to do with, how fast you're drawing too. I don't think I draw that much per draw, but I'm just happen to be faster. A lot of people, like, are you guys think that? Let me know if you're a fast smoker or you're slow smoker. Does your 1 hour cigar actually last you an hour, or do you last you an hour and a half? Because 1 hour cigar tend to last me about 40 minutes, and and that's with talking, right? Oh, congrats! That's pretty good. Lose that many sizes. It's a lot of size to lose. Back in the days when I was doing martial arts and everything, I was size 28. My waist is smaller than most females. Slow. I mean, cigar is meant to be enjoyed, but I think I still enjoy it with the speed I'm smoking, because I like the taste. I don't like to taste goes off. So I'm a pretty fast smoker, but the smoke do you think the speed of how you smoke really matters to the flavor? For me, I actually think when I smoke slower, I get less of a flavor, because you gotta heat up those oil without burning the leaf too much, right? You don't want to burn the leaf. You want the heat to kind of eat through the oil before it burns through the leaf. So I think you gotta find the perfect balance. Find the perfect balance on the draw. Each cigar is sounding kind of different, right? Because like when I smoke a Candela, I smoke very slow. An hour and 15 to 30 minutes. So you are like a relatively slow smoker. Relatively slow smoker. I think different cigar is different, like sweet spot. Like, you know, when I smoke a cigar that gets too bitter, I start to slow down to see if it gets better. But you know, you don't want to slow down too much. When you slow down too much, you get this underburn. When you underburn something, it just doesn't taste right. You know, especially has to do with your moisture level too for your cigar. And I always tell people to keep your cigar not in 70-70. 70-70 is really for like big humidors where you can have dead spots that not gonna get enough moisture or whatever, and you have a lot of wood content, shelves and stuff like that that's eating up the moisture as well. So 70-70 is really for big big humidors, like really big ones. I highly recommend you go below 65 if you could. I've been telling a lot of people that, because some people will still tell you that, you know, stay with the magic 70-70. I think magic 70-70 is creating a lot of problem for a lot of people that have small humidors, like desktop humidors, or even like a 200 count humidors will have that issue. If you have like a 400 to 600 to 1,000 count humidors, 70-70 is about right. But when you keep at 65 for your desktop humidors, you're most likely gonna be safer than 70. 70 will still give you more. 65 will still give you more. So, you know, you're not gonna damage your cigar as much as you think dry versus wet. You know, when it's wet, that's actually ruining the burn time, the quality of the burn, and you're putting too much moisture into your cigar. So, St. Patrick's Day is coming up, right? Is that on a Sunday or a Saturday? Is St. Patrick's Day on a Saturday or Sunday this year? I think it's on a Sunday. Or is that on Monday? Anybody know? St. Patrick's Day. I know it's like this weekend or next week, so it's on a Sunday. So Saturday, let's celebrate St. Patrick's Day by everybody smoking a green Candela cigar. If you have one, let's smoke a Candela cigar. Let's smoke a Candela cigar. Like, let's post pictures of your Candela cigar on Saturday. All right, let's do that. I'll pick a winner and give, I don't know, a random cigar again. That's a good idea, right? You use 72s? That's way too wet. I really feel like you'll only use those high percentage one if you gotta use a small pack on a big humidor. So you'll constantly give out, but you'll never reach 70 kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? When you have 1,000 count cigars, put one pack of 72 in there. It's gotta be in the 60s. Because it just struggles to release that much all the time. So stay below is my recommendation. I'm trying to describe one of these notes in here. There's a more like a citrus note, like a fruity note in here. but it kind of escapes me every time. So Steve Saka say he keeps his at 75, but you gotta know how much cigar he actually have. Steve Saka, we're talking about someone that had thousands of cigars in one place. So yeah, he can have 75 packs in there, but not every cigar's gotta get 75. They gotta get less because all of them were fighting to get that moisture. And he probably cycled them really quickly too. So and Tim's humidor is a tall, big one, so it's not small. And you gotta know that when he's talking about 72, he's 72 for that big of humidor, and for his walking humidor for his store, that's a big space. So when we have relative humidity at 70, that means every cigar is still fighting over that particular amount of humidity. So each one probably only gets so much. And you gotta know that there's a lot of door opening and close. Humidity escapes, so you gotta have more, so allow that humidity to go up and down more often. So if you're the type of person that opens your humidor all day long, 3-4 times a day, yeah, you can have a 70% in there because you gotta account for the humidity loss every time you open your humidor. But something like if you want to keep for a long time, you know, consistency is number one, and then don't give it that much humidity to it. So there is some condition to it. So how often you open your humidor, right? If you open 3-4 times a day, if not more, you can have a 70% in there because you'll always struggle to keep 70 because every time you open it, 60 right away. So something like you know, a store, keep there at 70, but you open the door, close it, here you go, you're in 60s again. So you'll have a consistency of better humidity. Like you have minimum of that 60 something every time you open the door. Does that make sense? Like how often does he keep his door closed long enough? You know, people walk in and out of that humidor constantly, and for the humidity constantly to replenish, you're losing a lot of humidity every time. Hey Evan, what's going on? By the way, I am expecting to have a lot of thumbs down for this particular video. So guys, if you're here, you should click thumbs up so I get more thumbs up than thumbs downs. But yeah, for humidity, if you gotta open your humidor more often, you can have a higher humidity level. If you close it and stays closed, maybe open once a day, stay in the 60s. Tony, you were talking about bitter flavors. Do you like San Andreas wrappers? I've been trying some and started to really enjoy them. I like bitter, has to be particular kind of bitter. Now, San Andreas wrappers are more of a woodsy bitter, I would say. And I don't hate them, I don't dislike them. I don't prefer them either. So, I don't prefer them either. Let me see. Hold on a second. Oh, I can't even get a count. Fine, be that way. Having a Leaf by Oscar, Connecticut. Good stuff. All the Leaf by Oscar is actually pretty good. And, you know, I was turned away by the presentation at first until Tim made the video on selling those leaves by Oscars. Then I tried the one. Then I realized that it's actually a presentation. It's pretty cool as a presentation. It's just that, you know, if for someone that doesn't know, that's a bad presentation. You know, it's like, what's wrong with that cigar? You know, do I light it just like that? But after you know it, you start to like it more. But the cigar itself is great. I think the concept is good though, using tobacco leaves to keep moisture inside. So that's actually pretty good. I do like the coffee bitter better. A lot of good cigars often have the sweet cedar in combination with the coffee bitter. Actually works out pretty well for me. I like that particular combo. I particularly don't like things that's like too much of something. So for example, Opus X is all wood. All I taste is wood. Wood, oak wood, whatever wood, you know, draw wood, pine wood, all wood. So that's too much for me. And I didn't like certain cigar that had too much pepper. All you taste is pepper. I don't mind the beginning pepper though. Like when you light a cigar up, you gotta get a little bit pepper that opens up your taste buds and all that stuff so that you can taste the cigar better. That's okay. But if I'm gonna taste pepper all the way through, that could affect me from enjoying the cigar because, you know, it's gonna burn the crap out of my nose. So, what is my favorite coffee bitter cigar? That's hard. I don't have a favorite one per se in terms of being coffee bitter. But the particular coffee taste that I like the most, at least for this year, that I can really think of today, would be the Davidoff Macau edition. That has a lot of coffee, bitter and sweet. So that's actually, it does really good for me. So. Back to the Southern Draw cigar. Do you like the Rose of Sharon more than the Cigars? No, I like Cigars more than the Rose of Sharon. It could be because there's more going on for me with the Cigars than Rose of Sharon. Rose of Sharon is really light for me. Like it's really light. It tastes good. It's refined. It's nice. It has a little bit floral notes, and it's got, you know, cedar. It's not bitter. It's easy to smoke. Very good cigar. But Cigars has more going on, and the flavor is more than Rose of Sharon. So for me, like, you know, light to medium, sometimes medium plus smoker, Cigars was the better choice. I was very impressed by Cigars. So that's the particular cigar that I like. Let's talk about Facebook Live. Not that I should, because Facebook is not working today. Majority of the day, that sucked. Okay, Facebook, you need to get your work done. You know how many people depend on Facebook nowadays? Not a good one. So, internal Facebook Live. I like to do conversations. So, if you guys decide to smoke a cigar around Eastern time between 1 or 2 o'clock and like to have a chat, let me know ahead of time that day. Then we can do a talk between two screens. Talk about the cigars that we're smoking. I actually like to do that. I don't do that enough. I think everybody in the group should have a chance to do that. So we can talk about, you know, what you like about cigars and that stuff. It's much easier than doing the introduction video, I promise you, because you got somebody to talk to. Yeah, if you like Cigars and then you're very satisfied with Cigars, you might feel Rose might be a little bit too light for you. All right, just saying. When I smoke Rose of Sharon, I tend to go to another stronger cigar afterwards, because even though it's good, it leaves something more to desire at the end. But this cigar is good. If you haven't tried Yamasa, I highly recommend you to try it. If you did try it, then obviously you can tell me whether I like it. Let me know in the comment if you tried this before and you liked it. Let me know. If you don't like it, let me know why. You know, I kind of feel like there's a little bit mintiness in this. This particular Yamasa has a little bit of mintiness. That's how I describe it. It has a little bit of freshness at the end. 3:30 Eastern time tomorrow? Sure. Send me a message around noontime, noon Eastern time, and then you know, if I haven't had a smoke yet, I'll wait until then. Yeah, it's got a little bit of refreshingness to it. I almost feel like you just had a mint. Really good cigar though. Really good cigar. It's just kind of pricey. Just kind of pricey. It's not everyday cigar, but you know, when you have a tough day or when you have a day that you really want to relax, I recommend this cigar. It's a really good cigar. What else? I think I answered all the questions, right? We're good. So, we'll continue to keep giving more cigars out of this box because I got a lot of them. So, lucky you, I don't have enough space for it. I just had to keep giving it out. Other than that, for egg rolls, if you want egg rolls, I have some. If you can't find it, I will have some. I mean, and just message me on that. I haven't tried it. I'm scared to like Davidoff. I have some in the humidor, but is that supposed to have a continuation? Not too sure. And I can kind of understand why most people are like kind of scared to like Davidoff because they are pricey. So once you like it, you start to become a more pricey smoker, right? Because you like those, you gotta buy them. But I feel like Davidoff could be like a once a week thing. It's actually not too bad, right? If you do it once a week, it's not bad at all. So yeah, I mean, do I go crazy at buying Davidoff? I don't think I go crazy buying Davidoff. I smoke them maybe once, twice, 3 times at most a week. So that's not too bad if you think about it. In terms of price to a cigar, maybe between $8 to $10 more. But if I can get satisfied over 1 cigar rather than having 2, technically that is the same amount, right? If you had to smoke 2 cigars and $8 each, you're at the same price as Davidoff cigars. So I'm not talking about those premium ones. I'm talking about like a regular, like something like this. You're at around the same price. Okay, so we're pretty much done. Let me summarize. Today we had the Sobremesa in they call it Corona Grande, but it's really Robusto, thinner Robusto. So it's really good cigar. I highly recommend it. In this size, it's not expensive at all. It's totally doable for those people that want to try these. I highly recommend you try them. You can buy them pretty much everywhere nowadays. Cigar Daily carries them. I'm not sure about that size, but I know they've carried them for sure. For this Davidoff Yamasa, great cigar. I smoke it all the time. Just that happened today, I noticed more of a mint at the end, so that could be something different. You know, when you smoke a cigar less often, I'm not talking about often, I'm talking about less often. When you smoke a cigar less often, you tend to find new things every time you try it. It's like, did I have that note last time I smoked it? Because it's still man-made material. Sometimes you gotta have more of a blend than less of a blend. So gap them out. Don't always smoke one cigar. You know, if it's a flavor cigar, you gap them out. Sometimes you get different experience sometimes, and then you know that's a good way to try to find another dimension in your cigars, and I highly recommend that, to gap out your cigars. I like to just put my hands into the humidor and just pull whatever I have. That way I don't have same cigar all the time. And by having different cigar all the time, you tend to find different experience, different enjoyment out of the cigar. So highly recommend it. Martin is gonna make more videos on lighting lighter matches, whiskey and all that. So make sure to look at his channels. So he have stuff every Monday at random times. So if you can't find Monday, there's always Tuesday, right? So that's it for Wednesday. I hope you guys enjoy the show today, even though it's kind of controversy. But I still, you know, I don't want to say that, you know, don't buy from Zeal Cigar. You should, if you like the cigar, you should still buy it. That shouldn't stop you. But I just didn't like the whole process, so I tend to voice my opinion on that. Despite of what happened, I'm just saying, like, you know, if you gotta start a business with somebody, make sure you go all the way through, and you make sure you know the person that you're working with. That way, you don't have to go back and say, hey, everything was good, we had to be now by myself, blah blah blah. That won't happen. And other than that, we're good today. So have a good week. I will see you guys on Saturday. For those people in the group, of course, majority of people is our group. We will talk in the group Monday and Thursday at 11 Central Time. Should have done it at 6 a.m. so everybody wake up first thing can see it. So everybody in the group, we're talking more in the group. Things are still going. More stuff will come in. As soon as I get them, I will show it to you guys in the group. If you're watching this video, you're not part of the group, ask somebody in this group to invite you, because it's an invite-only group. Only way to get in is to know somebody, okay? Stay saucy, everybody. I will see you guys next time on Saturday, 9 p.m. And I'll see everybody on Facebook. Good night, everyone.